And now, in Zanzibar, the semi-autonomous region of Tanzania, East Africa, 9 people have been arrested and sentenced to 1 month in prison for eating in public during Ramadan. Well, if you are surprised about the news, it's that time of the year again. 1.84 billion Muslims around the world are fasting in what is called the holy month of Ramadan. Muslims around the world are then expected to refrain from eating, drinking, even water and smoking, and that they do from sunrise to sunset for about 30 to 33 days.
In Tanzania, during the holy month for Muslims, most restaurants and cafes remain closed during the day, but some establishments open in secret. Yet in the country, there is no law against eating during Ramadan, nor is there any law requiring Tanzanians to fast. And as a result, these arrests have no legal basis, and that's what has made some reactions.
Journalist and motivational speaker Slama Hamad joins us from Dar es Salaam. Hello, Slama, and Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Mubarak to you, and thank you so much for having me on your show.
You're welcome, and we're glad to have you. Now, this is not to politicize a sacred event for Muslims, Slama, but we picked interest in talking about fasting after 3 bars were closed and a couple of people arrested reportedly in Zanzibar. First, how true is this related to Ramadan, Slama?
Yes, what you heard is true. The fact is, 9 people were arrested yesterday afternoon for eating in public during the daytime. 3 bars were shut down for selling food during the daytime as well. Well, the regional commissioner at the same time of Mjini Magharibi in Unguja, Zanzibar, Mr. Hayub Muhammad, gave orders to all municipal councils to stop giving liquor licenses to anyone during the month of Ramadan. All this they are doing just to make sure that people follow the month of Ramadan, of not eating, not getting drunk, or doing any other bad thing.
I am very glad to be speaking with you, knowing that you are a Muslim. So, Slama, could you please tell us, what does Islam say about those who fast, whether they're Muslims or not?
Let me start by saying the purpose of fasting is to develop an individual quality of righteousness, inwardly and outwardly, by abstaining from sinful deeds and training yourselves or ourselves to control our thoughts and desires. And also, fasting is a deeply individual spiritual practice that is meant to benefit us in body, mind, and heart and soul. So, to put it in short words, I would say faith on religion is so personal that even God created all humans with free will. I don't mean to put everyone off or offend anyone, because, yes, I support reminding each other as Muslims this holy month on all the good deeds that can benefit us and spread the positivity that fasting is created for. They're not going around and become food police to people who will be judged for their own doing. I mean, I don't see the point. Why should I bother somebody who chooses his own grave, maybe, to say so? Why should I bother somebody who was chosen free-willingly that I want to offend God today? I don't want to fast. I want to eat in front of everybody else. That's his own ignorance of the fasting, what it's meant for.
Well, Slama, this would appear to be what many think is appropriate. But Slama, for the locals in Zanzibar, it seems their own standards have been set then, and perhaps not what the religion stipulates. Can such attitude change soon?
For this question, I would have really loved not to comment any further, but I'd love to tell you, I'd love to talk to my fellow Muslims around the world, and most especially Zanzibar. Please let us dedicate our psalm, that is fasting, to all the Muslims going through difficulties, wars and famine. Let us pray for them. This holy month, let us stand together as we proclaim to be united for all the children dying and suffering in wars and around the world. I really don't see why should we let just 1 month of 30 days, 33 to be exact, plus Eid al-Fitr put in there. You know, I don't see the point letting some few standards that a few people want to gain to take control of more than 1-2 million people. I don't see why. I don't see the need why we should change culture just for this time. I mean, why should you be a good person to God only for a month? I mean, that is hypocrisy.